Alright, you guys, it's your boy K Dot, first black Super Saiyan to ever arrive on this planet. Yo, we here to talk about the news, the culture, keeping y'all up with the culture, bruh. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, production put on hold, exclusive. What the fuck? I wonder why, bruh. Let me put on my other ones. So I see if I'm seeing this correctly. Cyclops, bro. Cyclops. Yo, y'all remember in X-Men Origins Wolverine when Cyclops did that weak ass shit, bro? He's like, then he put that shit back on. It was in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He's like, yeah. And then he put that shit. I was like, bruh, that shit so whack. What you gonna do this for? And then you put this back on, bruh. Nah. Cyclops need glasses like these, bruh. So it'll be fresh. Real talk. But look, let's get into the video right now. Let's get onto this topic. Crew members who are assembling for pre-production are being dismissed and are free to look for new work. They finna recast them, bruh. Bruh, I saw this joke on Instagram where they had the stunt doubles. They said someone made a meme. It was like, you know what? We already got our Guardians, bro. The stunt doubles. Let's just use them. I was like, fuck. They really being honest about this. But I can care less anyways. I ain't looking forward to no Guardians 3, and that's real. Just because they teased Adam Warlock, and I'll get into that at the end. I'll get into that. The production of Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is being put on hold for the time being as Marvel and Disney regroup on the project, sources tell The Hollywood Reporter. Sources say that crew members at this stage, a small group that was prepping for pre-production, are being dismissed and are free to look for new work. The Marvel project was to have been directed by James Gunn and was to have begun principal photography in the winter, either in January or February. The project was crewing up and was to have gone into full pre-production mode in fall. But Gunn was let go as the director in July when the old tweets were resurfaced of the pedophilia-related tweets. Freak you, James Gunn. Likely in response to his vocal political posts, and while some out hope that the director will be given a reprieve by Disney, a mid-August meeting with Disney chairman Alan Horn closed the door on that. One person characterized the production hold as temporary and more of a regrouping. Hold up. As Marvel and Disney look for a filmmaker to take on the third installment of a franchise that has grossed over $1.6 billion and made stars out of Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista, and Zoe Saldana. The timeline has been pushed out, says the source. Disney never set a release date for Guardians 3. Marvel and Disney are taking a measured approach in their search for a filmmaker. One source says that Thor Ragnarok, oh my bruh, that would be totally trash. No, well. Okay, alright. I'll get to that at the end, bro. Taika Waititi recently had a meeting with Marvel, but it is unclear what project was discussed and with good reason. Well, since Taika Waititi can do that whack comedy factor of Guardians, that's any corny comedic director can do what the Guardians had. Their jokes aren't even clever. For one, them jokes aren't even clever. Those are elementary school jokes. Those are elementary school cornball jokes for kids. Well, not for kids, but for people who watch shows like The Big Bang Theory and stuff. Those are the kind of jokes that sell. Even though I think they're corny, they sell. Marvel, no, I read that. The controversial firing has rankled the cast, which in an open letter asked the studio to reinstate Gunn. Bautista, who plays the alien warrior Drax, has continued to show his disappointment on social media, and on Thursday he tagged Disney in a tweet featuring disturbing clips of Mike Chernovich, one of the conservative figures who led a campaign to get Gunn fired. Disney had no comment. Okay. This is what I'm finna say. I'm finna be real honest and real blunt about this. I'm finna go in on these fans too, because we need to settle this stuff, bro. We need to settle this. Freak the fans, freak the cast, freak Zoe Saldana, freak Chris Pratt, freak Vin Diesel, freak James Gunn, freak Kevin Feige, freak any directors that did any Marvel movie who is supporting the fact that we should reinstate this man. You guys are... We seen the tweets. Now, I got a very dark humor. You can hit me with whatever joke, and I'll laugh. Any joke, any content-wise. I'm not finna say, because my humor dark. Y'all ain't ready for it. The problem with Gunn, his jokes wasn't written funny. They had no punchline. They were poorly written. And the amount of time he stayed on the topic of playing with little boys and stuff was a long track record. Comedians do not reuse the same material over and over again. Because you want to know why? Because then it gets reused, it gets old, people get bored. So, if he was trying to be funny, he clearly failed. Those jokes had no punchlines, bruh. And you know what? For all those who want to say, oh, it was just a joke. I mean, he really didn't mean it. I really want to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I'm trying to see Adam Warlock, Chris Pratt, Rocket Raccoon. Well, go tell that to all the parents who have kids. That you think it's funny that a director of these kids' movies is making jokes about jacking off little boys. So, you know, go tell that to parents of... Just go tell that to Parents Journal that you think is funny that, you know, it's okay for James Gunn to drop tweets about jacking off little boys and stuff. Little boys jacking him off. And it's like, are y'all serious? Y'all really going to let this slide? I'm not saying that he acted on this stuff. I'm not saying he acted on it. I'm just saying, these are very disturbing tweets. And look at where he's working at. He's really going to be at Disney, right? His company. And he going to leave these tweets up for all this long and not delete them. Gunn ruined this for himself. No sympathy for Gunn. You are whack. A very whack individual. Whoever is in support of him just because they want to see the movie, you are whack. And I'm just saying, if y'all gonna let this slide, I bet y'all if the Russo brothers were doing child trafficking years ago, right? And years later it came out and they say they're going to drop a movie. They were going to drop a Secret Wars movie. And I was like, yo, I'm hyped up to see this, man. We're going to, oh my God, Secret Wars. Now, if they was dropping a movie, right? And this old stuff came about them being child traffickers and stuff. Y'all might just defend them. If y'all are going to defend this man's tweets and say this was the best punishment, him being fired, be glad that ain't nothing worse happened to him. Like, he was fired. Be glad that was his punishment. He could have, if he was really acting on this, he would have been in the same cell with Jared, giving little boys subways in space movies. So, you know, it's up to you guys though. And look, I'm gonna go in on Guardians 3. Guardians 3, I'm really not excited to see because they teased Adam Warlock in Guardians 2. But if Adam Warlock is showing up in Guardians 3, that makes the Avengers, both Infinity War and Avengers 4, irrelevant. Because the problem is, in the Infinity Gauntlet comic, Adam Warlock is the keeper of the Soul Stone. He is the reason the Avengers, the team of heroes that he assembles, wins this battle. He's the reason. Adam Warlock was the biggest part of the Infinity Gauntlet comic. For you to put him in Guardians 3 and not put him in Avengers 4, we got an issue. What the hell is Adam Warlock going to do in Guardians 3 with the Guardians? The Guardians 3 have no place in this universe, bruh. They have no relevance. The only relevance they have is Gamora, because she's Thanos' daughter. Star-Lord has no relevance. He don't got powers. He lost his powers when he killed his dad. And, we all assume, like, oh, man, he gonna use those. Shouts out to Jody's Corner for bringing this up. That, oh, man, he's gonna use his powers against Thanos and guard in Avengers 1, but in Avengers Infinity War. But, shoot, he lost his powers in the same movie. He found out he had powers. What? He lost his powers in the same movie where he figured out how to use them. The fuck kind of shit is that? Bruh? All you fans defending James Gunn, Dave Bautista, you should have kept your mouth shut. Because you ain't no good. You whack to me. Zoe Saldana, Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista. Y'all got kids, bruh. You know what? These three are so money hungry to finish up this movie, right? And dismiss these tweets. They probably sell their own kids, bruh. They probably sell their own kids. And I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if they sold their own kids. And if they did, I wouldn't even be surprised. They're okay with letting Gunn's tweets slide. They're okay trying to make him exempt from a punishment. The problem is y'all making him exempt from the punishment that he needs. Be glad they fired him. If he was really doing what he had to do, this could have been worse. He could have went to jail. But that's why you gotta delete that stuff. Don't leave that. Why would you leave that up? Like, what the Gun? You messed up. That's all I can say. I make mistakes. We all human, but come on, man. Little boys. Trees jacking off little boys. Oh, look, bruh. Let's go. Let's go read some of them tweets, bruh. Let's see if I laugh. We can go to images, bruh. They all here. The Expendables was so manly. I fucked the shit out of the little pussy boy next to me. The boys are back in town. Why am I not laughing? Dang. Huh. Laughter is the best medicine. That's why I laugh at people with AIDS. Just made a joke about ass raping my friend when she was asleep. Rape. Yeah. Bruh, rape. I want to go big game hunting, but no, it's morally questionable. So I'm going to split the difference and go big game raping. It's like when you have long hair, you gotta... Oh shit, they erasing, bro. Oh, this is the one, bruh. Gun, you fucked up, man. The first time I masturbated to Justin Bieber, it was a joke, but now I can't stop. He's like jerk off crack. Hashtag fake retweet. Okay, Gun. Bruh. Come on, Gun. Ego snatches kid is what I call it when I get lucky. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Let's see. Nah. Whoa. As per James Gunn instructions, Toxie and I masturbated to Justin Bieber at his Bieber's Madison Square Garden concert. I wore a lobster Bieber. Okay. We seen these tweets. They there. Look, we go in this video there. We just let all the fanboys just sit here. Defending this stuff. Letting it slide. Zoe Saldana. Kevin Feige. Any people at Marvel who are trying to rehire this man. Freak y'all. This is why I hate a majority of y'all movies. That's why I hate a majority of y'all movies, bro. I knew they was trash. I knew it. I knew the actors acting in these movies were gonna be trash. Hey, I'm glad I don't see actors like Chris Evans come out the cut signing this shit. Yo, hopefully, man, if I saw Chris Evans sign that, ooh, that would wreck my soul, bro. Cap, if you sign that shit, you wrecking my soul. You wrecking my soul, bro. But look, we going in this video there. It's your boy Kid Out, first black super saiyan to ever ride on this planet. You know what it is. Your boy gotta go. Deuces. Cyclops out. Pesos.